right there. Y'all. And this can go right here. I'm back. That was a weird little snort, but not but I didn't even start saying anything. I'm back. Hello, it's Lozo. This is a nice little oh wait. Nice little pace, you know. I recorded the other video. I got this video I'm recording now. I mean, it's only a second video. Can I really say this is me being consistent? Yes, maybe no. Is it too soon to tell? I'm not sure. I don't know. But it's story time. I do have a story to tell. The story revolves around trusting in your faith, whatever that is. If you're Christian, if you're Muslim, if you're Buddhist, if you believe in the universe, whatever it is, give your all. Give all of your trust into it, knowing that your faith has your back. It has to be more than a, I believe this, I believe that. You have to know. You have to know it. You can believe something to lie, but you have to know something. Because if you know a lie, then you know it's a lie. You know you're not going to go down this road because it's not going to lead you to the supermarket. But if you know that turning left is going to lead you to the supermarket, you know that's the right road. You know it. You trust it. You believe in it, you know it, and you trust it. You know, you can believe, but you trust it and know it, okay? So, all right, where I'm going with this, where the story time is, I, probably a week ago now, I was at the beach. I was watching the sunrise. I had some things that I was going through in my head, and I was telling myself, I want to stop messing around and wasting my time with certain people and activities. I want to be on my path again, have a routine that works for me, something that's strict enough in discipline, but also random enough for my curiosity to flow. And I was like, you know what, like, the universe has always had me through everything that I've been through, and now the universe is starting to use humanity to help me to trust in. And I'm like, I love this. And I was like, I want to give more of my trust into this. And now at the time, while at the beach watching the sun go up, I was bleeding from my back. And I was like, all right. I was like, here, this could be a simple little test right here for me to just walk into the water all the way up until like I'm fully covered head to toe. And I go in, I walk in on my feet, I'm like, that's kind of cold. I'm not walking in there. And as soon as I said that, I'm like, no, I'm in challenge mode now, because this is exactly what would happen. So I go in a second time, I go on like waist level, and I'm just like, whew, we made it this far, we're going back out. I walked back out, and as soon as I was completely out of the water, it hit me again, and I was just like, I made it halfway in. I was as far in as I needed to go to reach the full amount. Why did I back out? If I'm driving to, or let's say I'm swimming across a lake. And across this lake, there's treasure. I go halfway, and then I decide, you know what? I don't have the energy, so I swim halfway back. If I swim halfway and halfway back home, that's literally the full distance. I could have had the gold. What was the point in backing out? So I'm thinking this. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, we're going back in. I start walking back in, and I'm just looking out ahead of me. I'm focused. I'm like, no, we're not looking to my left, to my right, behind me. I'm not focused on anybody who's around. I'm looking straight ahead to the open out water, the sky, and the sun that's slowly rising. And I go all the way through, all the way as the water starts passing my waist, my chest, my neck, and I go under. And I think to myself, I was afraid it was going to be cold. It's lovely. It feels pleasant. I was afraid the salt water was going to like really burn my back. It felt great. I didn't feel anything. And so I came out laughing, because then it really hit me like, yeah, this was a simple little test, but it's really how it goes for us. We want to do something, and then maybe we start getting distracted, or we start coming up with these excuses. I can't do that. That costs too much. That's too far. That's too hard. I would never be able to do that. And then sometimes we'll get halfway into it. We'll start hitting left and rights on these obstacles until eventually we're just like, maybe this isn't for me. Maybe, me trying to become a singer in this world, maybe it doesn't work out for me. And you back out. You go out of the water halfway again. And then it's just like, no. Go back in. Have that full trust that no matter what, your excuses don't matter. What you're afraid of on the other side is not going to be there, because you trust in what you know. You know that your belief is going to back you up. It's going to have your back. And this isn't the end of the story. Here's the better part. It's 4:44 right now. That's actually, I don't know, that's a message. But I drive to a gas station. I drive to Wawa. I get something to eat. I come into my car, and then I'm like, you know what? I want to eat outside. So I open my door. My keys are in the cup holder. I open the door, and as soon as I open it, I have like a habit of locking the door with the button down here. I grab 2 books. I lock the door. I close it. As soon as it slams, I'm just like, no way. This did not just happen. I locked my keys in my car. And this isn't the first time either. This is the 3rd time. And the funny thing is, though, that every time it's happened, I'm like, no, I'm going to get my keys out. I'm not calling anyone. I'm not spending like an insane amount of money on this. I'm going to get my keys out of the car. I'm going to find a way. I'm going to put a plan to it. And I'm going to trust the plan and trust that the universe has my back for me to get my keys. So in this moment, I'm like, all right, you know what? Let me not think about it. Let me eat my food, because if I did have my keys, I would eat the food anyway. So I start eating the food so I could calm down. I read a few pages of my book, and then I call 2 of my friends, see if they can help me out. One of them is at work. He has like 6 hours left. He's all just like, are you fine with staying where you are? I'm like, bro, I don't really have a choice, do I? I can't drive anywhere. I have to be fine with that. He's like, yeah, you got a point. I was like, that's the only point that there is. That's exactly why I called you, because I can't drive anywhere. Call my second friend. It's almost the same thing. He has like a meeting to go to in a little while with I think he said the governor of the city or something like that. He had a pretty important meeting, and I was like, ooh. And he was a little bit farther out of the way. I was like, yay, I don't want to mess with that, He's all just like, yeah, but like, give me like an hour or 2. Yeah, if you don't mind waiting there, I can come and help you out. And I'm just like, what do you mean if I don't mind waiting? It's not like I can go anywhere. It's the same thing I say. I hang up the phone, and then I put the phone down. I'm thinking about like, oh, I had plans with my mom to go see her, pick her up, go to a restaurant, show her some new stuff. Ugh, excuse me. And I'm still not sure how it happened. My phone was on one of the books. I went to grab the book, and the phone just slid off in a way that didn't make any sense to me, because it slid off violently, slammed straight into the ground. I look at my phone, the corner piece is cracked, and the screen is just bleeding ink and jumping up and down. So I'm just like, I just start laughing at this point. I'm like, this is a test. I am being tested right now. My patience, my willpower, my trust, I am being tested right now. So I'm like, all right, I'm tested. I put myself in this position to be tested. Let me ace this. I'm gonna ace this test. So here's the plan. Not calling, not a tow truck, a locksmith. I'm not calling a locksmith. As far as my friends, I don't know who. They kept calling, but I couldn't pick up the phone. And if I did manage to pick up the call, it would hang up because of the screen just jumping around all over the place. Can't call anyone. Not gonna call a tow truck. The only other thing that sucks is my wallet is in the car. My cards that are on my phone, I can't use because I can't use my phone. So I'm like, all right. if I were to be resourceful right now, where would I go? What can I do? There's nothing around here. Like, it'd be great if there was a Home Depot nearby. And I turn my head because I see an orange sign. It's Home Depot. So I'm like, okay. I check inside. I find some wire. I find screwdriver. Not screwdrivers. I find I find some wires, and I find a flathead screwdriver. I check that it's like $5. So I'm like, all right. I go in. I try to see if I could maybe access my cards. It doesn't work. So I'm like, dang. At least I know it's $5. I head outside. I'm like, I'm gonna come up with a second plan, because as far as what I feel about the universe, if you need something and you put the intent out, you have to have focus. You focus your mind on something and create some sort of plan. It doesn't have to be the best plan, but at least a plan that you could put some sort of effort into. So my plan was, all right, let me head to the nearby train station. I'm gonna call my mom to just let her know the situation. I find this guy. I'm like, hey, is it okay if I could use your phone just 5 minutes, maybe even less? He's like, I can't do that. I don't have 5 minutes. My train is about to come. I turn around, there's literally a train coming. I'm just like, oh my goodness. He's like, you probably have like 5 minutes. I was like, that's literally all I need. More than likely less. Please, I just need to call my mom and send a message. That is it. So he's just like, He unplugs his headphones, and I'm like, thank you. Call my mom first time, it doesn't go through. Call my mom the second time, she's like, hello? And I'm like, I know this is, a random number, but it's your son, it's me. Quick story, I can't drive right now. Keys got locked in the car again because I'm an idiot. I don't want to put that on myself. I'm not an idiot, but keys got locked in the car again. My phone broke, but I'm going to get everything fixed. I'm going to get it handled. I'll pick you up within an hour, later than usual. So she's just like, okay, yeah, I know you got this. And she says that, and it lights me up even more, because I'm just like, I trust in myself. I trust in the universe, and my mom has trust in me that I'm going to do. It is over. It's over. I give the man his phone back. I'm like, thank you, sir. And then I start thinking to myself, I'm like, all right, like, I know how to do flips. Do I start busting flips at the train station? A lot of people are going to be coming in and out. I could get $1 from 5 people. That'll be it. So I'm thinking, do I really like use my skills for this? What should I do? I'm not sure. So I kind of go into myself. I'm like, universe, it's me. It's me again. Hi. I need $5, not credit, not debit, not any play toy kind of piece of paper. I need $5, a $5 bill, preferably US American currency, so that I can buy materials to get out of my car. That is all I need. Thank you. Within like 10 minutes, please. Thank you. I didn't use my flips. I didn't resort to my skills. I head back to Home Depot. I get the wire again and the screwdriver, and I'm just walking around. I ask maybe like 5 people if they have $5, and majority of them gave me the answer that they don't have any money on them right now. So I start questioning, like, why are you walking around at Home Depot if you don't have money? But then I think about it to myself, like, it's not that I don't have money, I don't have access to it, but I'm like, you know what, it's whatever. And now in the back of my head, there's like this little scratch, like this like ping, like ding 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 ding, and it's like, ask an employee. And I'm like, I can't ask an employee, like I can't do that. I'm gonna get kicked out, right? One of the employees stops me, and he's all just like, hey, like, is everything fine? Can I help you with anything? And I was like, you know what, I'm trying to make everything fine. I can't use my phone. My phone is broken. I can't access my cards because all my cards are on my phone. I locked my keys inside of my car. My wallet's inside of my car. But yet, $5 right now would fix everything. And I walk off because I was just like, I'm working through something. I'm not giving up. I am huge on not giving up. And I'm thinking to myself, like, I probably have 2 minutes left. I asked for 10 minutes. I have 2 minutes left to do whatever I can to get $5. The employer walks up to me, and he's just like, I don't know you, but you're a very ambitious young man, and I would just like to give you a handshake. So I'm like, Okay, not really what I needed, but I'll take it. It's a boost that I will get what I need to get done, and I will get what I asked for. I shake this man's hand. I'm starting to think to myself, this man's hand feels like paper. $5 bill. I'm like, sir, I don't know how I can. He says, don't think about repaying me. Send it forward. Somebody out there is gonna need $5. You give it back to them. It's like, you got it. You got it, sir. I pay for the materials. I give him the change, and it's funny because he's speaking to someone, and I just give him the change. He's just like, look at this. People love me so much they just give me money. I'm like, this dude is funny. I head to my car and I start going at it. Pry it with the I pry it with the screwdriver with the flathead. I'm going in with the wire. I make like a little hook. I'm like, I just need to hook it. Just hook it. That is it. I'm going at this for maybe like 10 minutes until I take the wire out because I'm sweating. And I'm like, you know what? Like, it's the middle of the day too. It's like 11 a.m. maybe. And I'm like sweating. No, it wasn't 11 yet. It was 10. It was 10. I had a meeting at 11. I'm sweating bullets, and I'm thinking, like, I need to make it to that meeting. I have to get into this car. I'm going to get into this car. I reshape the loop that I made, and I'm like, universe, it's me again. You see, I just need this wire to hook onto the lock. And not only that, I don't need it to hook on. I need it to hook on and stay on long enough so I can, like, pull it up and open the door and get inside. That is all I need. Within the next 2 minutes, please. That would be amazing. And you can guess what happened in the next 2 minutes. I got inside. I headed home. I made it to my meeting or interview. It was like it was online. It was a Zoom call. It was a Zoom call meeting. I did that. I ended up fixing my phone right after that. Called my mom. She's like, that was fast. I was just like, I'm a miracle worker. That's it. I work fast. Especially if I don't fold under the pressure and I keep my trust up and I just laugh it off and have my focus, I can make it happen. My lightsaber just went off. You can make it happen too. Alright, so I forgot like one of the best parts. When I do end up calling my mom again, she's on a bus. And I'm like, I got everything fixed. And she's like, I knew you would. But she's like, oh, wait, hold on a second. So she goes, like, I hear her in the back of the phone. She's all just like, hey, anybody on this bus need an all-day pass? And, like, whatever happens. She's just like, yeah, my son just got his situation fixed. And so, I don't know why she's saying that, but she's all just like, I'm going to be with my son for the day. He's going to drive me around, so I don't need the bus anymore. So whoever needs this $5 bus pass, come and get it. She gets off the bus. She tells me where she is, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, how much was the bus pass again? She's like, it's $5. Why? And I'm like, I have an interesting story to tell you. And all I could think about is that guy who gave me the $5, and he's just like, listen, someone out there is going to need $5. Just make sure you pay it forward. Make sure they get it. Now, I didn't specifically give someone on the bus $5, but in a strange way, everything was connected. Now, I'm still going to go back to that guy, and I'm going to give him some money. I'm still going to give somebody else $5 because why not? I trust in humanity. I want to make a change for people. I want to make a change in the trust in humanity. And I could be that change. But the moral of this story is, if you can perceive it, you can achieve it. Where attention goes, energy flows, or vice versa, however that one goes. That rhymes. But yeah, I'm out.